Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It's Hug Monday, also known as New Year's Eve. I hope you are all ready to see in the new year with friends and family and looking forward to a fantastically different new year, or at least we can hope anyway. I am, as you can see, at Patrick's. We are going to have a quiet new year, spend the first new year in his new flat up in Scotland, and it's just going to be quite a quiet night. But of course, as happens every new year, what do? We plan what we're hoping to do for next year. Now, I am not going to make any resolutions because that's just not going to happen. However, I did make a little list, just a small one, see, small one, of my frugal intentions. This is how I am hoping to continue in 2023 with saving my money, reducing my waste, trying to get things together to make things easier in what I think is going to be continuing to be quite a difficult time here in the UK. So I thought I'll put them out there and we'll see how we get on, because yeah, it's New Year and there's no guarantee that we're going to actually manage that. So my first one is to expand my food purchases. And what I mean by that is, you've seen me do the batch cooking and getting the things on reduced, etc. Now, I can make a stew for Patrick and I, or mince, or bolognese, but I could also take a couple of spoonfuls out of that meal and make it into pasties, which would then do me for lunch. Patrick and I wouldn't notice anything different in portion size, really. A spoonful less for each of us is not going to make that much difference, but it would save me the cost of another meal. Also things like if I'm making mince, to make dough balls or stew, make dough balls as well, and that just sort of bulks it out a bit. So yeah, the food that I've purchased, or that I am going to purchase, I want to try and expand it more and just use it in different ways to try and make it go that bit further and hopefully save a bit of money with that. My second intention is to meal plan. I'm sure I've said I'm going to do this for so many years, but hey ho. What I'm looking to do with this is, yes, plan my meals and snacks. And I know everyone says, if you do that, you'll say you'll be better at budgeting and take a list shopping and all that. I don't want to, it's not particularly the plans that I want to do. What I want to do is plan the meals and snacks and prepare them. Because most days when I'm at work, I'm up the back of 6, have my breakfast, start work at 8. By the time it gets to 10, I'm hungry and my lunch isn't till 1. So I have a snack. And the snacks are normally something that I've brought. They're possibly normally a chocolate bar, or if someone goes up the street, we get them to get us a cake or something. But if I've got that planned and prepared on the Sunday for the next week, then that is going to save me a lot of angst, a lot of grab and go, and a lot of unnecessary expense. So that's my second one. My third one is to pay as much of my mortgage off as I can. I have a mortgage, it's a fixed rate. The fixed rate runs out in 2 years' time. I am hoping that the interest rates will be down by then. But until then, I'm going to see how much I can pay off, because even £20 here and a tenner there, if I can do it, is going to make a difference in the long term. So I'm going to try and pay off the debt as best I can. I have one credit card that's got very little on it. It is absolutely used for emergencies. So it gets paid off on a regular basis. But we're going to see, let's get ourselves as debt free as possible. Fingers crossed that works. Number 4, grow my own food. This is going to be a joint venture, because when I mentioned it to Patrick earlier, he's like, do you not think you maybe better get your garden sorted first? I'm like, good plan. Because my garden's had a whole lot of wood lying about in it, it's got the planters that haven't been filled, it's got, I mean, we've got 4 bins. So yeah, there's a lot of sorting out to be done in my garden, which Patrick is going to help with. He said so. So together, because both of us have not particularly grown food before, but together we are going to learn and we're going to get things sorted. So fingers crossed, we are going to be able to grow some food this year. We will obviously keep you updated on how that goes, because goodness knows. And finally, my final frugal intention is to finish things. Finish the wrist warmers that I was knitting in September. Finish the 2 shawls that I'm crocheting. I've got one in Patrick's house and one in my house. Finish the decluttering of my house, because I've still got so much of my parents' stuff in my house, which was about 1/3 of the size of theirs. And I need to finish these things. And once I finish them, then I can make my life easier. So that is my 5 frugal intentions. We'll see how we get on with them. So yeah, that's my thoughts for this evening. As I say, have a wonderful Hogmanay, New Year's Eve. I hope 2023 is as good as it can be for you all, and I will catch you later.
Yay!
That was a very loud New Year one.
Yeah.